Bang. Is this thing on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Check, check, check. Let's put the lemon into the water. They say lemon is a natural positive energy. You smell lemon and you just start feeling good. You're like, oh my gosh, there's so much coming to me today. I've smelled the lemon. I know it sounds crazy, but they say even the smell, think about it. Where could it come from? Well, it came from the earth. It grew from the ground. And then it made this essence that hits your nose, your olfactory. And my goodness, what a smell, huh? Wow. I mean, seriously. And let's put the lemon in the water. Let's have a big sip of lemon water. I did work out today. I am sweating profusely. I don't even think I got a chance to comb my hair. Could you get me a comb and maybe just comb my hair from behind? You know? As you can see, I have lovely staff that cares about me. They throw me out and whip me. They're like, do another stream. They're like, give the guy some rags. Get him out there. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. But let's jump on into the charts and let's break it down for each and every one of you. And here my lovely staff is going to comb my hair.
Hair and makeup.
Yeah. You know what I mean? She was late today. She got caught in traffic, man, so I'll give her some slack. Lisa, the next time, no lunch for you. No soup for you, okay? I was going to give you some minestrone soup, but not today. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. All right, let's get that music back up and running. Funny moments here in the trading group. It is a horse brush. It's made with horse hair. How did you know that? You're a smart person. Horse hair is actually really good for your hair. It creates this oil feel. I can't explain it. When I do my hair with that brush, it's completely different than with a plastic brush. Anyway, no one's here to look up at the brush and talk about brushes, but this is real life. Okay? I was going to do my my Russell Crowe impression. So some of the ball there. But, we'll get that to next week. That's next week. I'm working on that one. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I like your glasses, make you look smart. I mean, that's what you try to do, right? I'm not smart, so I wear the glasses so I look smart. What else can I do? If you're not that smart like me, you got to fake it somehow, okay? That's why I show up every day, you know what I mean? I'm not good at anything, really, but I just show up every day. And that's the best thing I can do, and you know what? That's better than anything, you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's break down what happened this morning for Bitcoin in the trading group. And I'm going to kind of show you and take you through a trade that I made that was absolutely absurd. And that should never have happened. All right? That should never have happened. So this morning, let's go back in time here to BTC. First trade of the day, I start seeing this and I start speculating on the idea that we're making an inverted head and shoulder, right? This should break up 68% of the time to the target at 66,800. Okay, regardless of what the whole market, see, the market didn't look good. Bookmap said we went down. You have to understand, all the probabilities said no way. Even that my daily structures all said no, we're going to the downside. Okay, but for whatever reason, I'm a stickler for patterns, and when I see a pattern, my mind says, hey, that has a 68% chance by the data. I said, don't use your brain and your emotions, because your emotions will tell you all this other stuff. I said, the data says that will break out. So I watched it, and when we got above there, I did open a trade. We got a little bit of a pump. I think I was up 10 or 20 bucks. And then I moved my stop loss to break even really quickly because the small time frames have been super sketchy recently, and they haven't been giving me the gains like they were for the last 3 weeks. The last week has been a lot tougher to trade. Price action's been nitty and gritty, and just the small time frames have been up and down. Even this morning, look at this. They go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they liquidate. They're just cleaning up the board, really, going after whoever is out there. That's what it looks like to me. So I'm kind of letting them clear people away, staying a little off of the leverages a little less, taking my shots here and there. I still trade. It's funny, I said that, and I still made the trade today. But then, then I got hit off a break even, went down. But then we got back above. And the second we got back above, I got back into the trade again. Because my signal is, if the 21 crosses the 200, my signal was to get in when we cross the 200 in the 1 minute. And I've told you guys that many times, right? But if the 21's coming, it tells me that's even a better signal. Like the signal, inside of every signal, there's another signal. And meaning, if this is A, then there's AB. What do I mean by that? Well, if your signal is A, okay, in a mathematical equation, it's the variant A, okay, like that's what it is. So it's A. And what do I mean by that? Well, like A plus B equals C, you know what I mean? A squared plus B squared equals C squared, Pythagorean theorem. All right, everybody understand that? Everyone here know what the Pythagorean theorem is? Are we all on the same page here? Some people don't know. Does anyone not know what the Pythagorean theorem is? It's okay. Honestly, ask a man a question. No, don't ask a question, be ignorant for a lifetime. Ask a question, be ignorant for a minute. I love that. I love that saying. Confucius, always ask a question. All right, the Pythagorean theorem is that a triangle, right, is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, that's all. And it's this side, that side will equal the hypotenuse, the Pythagorean theorem. All right, anyway, Pythagoras, a Greek philosopher and mathematician. So anyway, this said we were about to break to the upside, okay? And then you could also say, wow, we were also in this like tight kind of pennant here. You know, I didn't even really care about that more, but that, you know, that also showed signs. And the stochastics were pushing. So I got back in the trade with a stop below this point of control and rolled the dice, right? Luckily, we dipped. We got back above it. I think I took this one. Forgive me. I believe I took this one right here because, yeah, I was working out at the time. I'm sitting here sweating, working out. So I'm like, and then I look at the chart again. And I'm like, next thing I look up and I'm like, this candle went above and I got in right there. And what I did is then I saw, I had the smooth on the 5, or was it the 5? Yeah. But anyway, and it hit the target. Like it just went boom and it hit the target exactly. I couldn't believe it, but that's, you know, that's where we were supposed to go. It was 66,800. That's exactly where I set the trade. And that's exactly what happened on the trade. It was pretty awesome. If you ask me. So, and there you have it. That's the morning stream. And I can't believe I hit that trade, honestly. And it's almost, it just feels like complete, you know, pure luck, really. But this was the trade right here. You know, as we got above the 200, I snatched it with the stop here. And next thing you know, I came to the computer. And then, see, this is what's called the smooth moving average. You see this on the 1 minute? The 200 smooth. Is it, or is it, hold on. Yeah, there's an MA. Yeah, there's the 200 smooth moving average. And you see, once you get above the smooth, the bots just, I don't know why, specifically on the smaller time frames, the bots kick in on a major scale and just boom. And you get a massive move to the upside, right? So once we got above that, we ripped to 66,860, had that beautiful move up. Color within the lines, no running the hallway, no polite, no funny, amen. Yeah. Sam, I saw the price get above the 200 on the 1 minute, and I also saw the 21 get above the 21. I loaded up and took the trade for some nice gains this morning. Thanks, Lifer, for the knowledge. Shout out to Meet Damien. Is anyone in gains with me this morning because they were able to see what was happening in the charts? I'm a teacher, you're a student. This is a real class. This is like a college course. You're sitting here with me. We're discussing the market. Shout out to the Crypto Lifers. Get yourself a Crypto Lifer mug today. Don't play yourself. Let everybody know how much you love crypto. You're a lifer, baby. This ain't just a day. This ain't a week. This is for life. And we're going to be coming out with the Bear Tears mug. That is something in the works now. Bear Tears. Please don't copy me. So could we get another breakout here for Bitcoin to the upside as we held the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame, suggesting that we may get more. Now I took this secondary flag. We pumped up. I was up $50. I moved the stop loss to break even immediately. They took me out. So I had 3 trades today. One got stopped out at break even. One made gains. One got stopped out at break even. I'm actually very, very happy with this Wednesday. You know, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my days. Am I going to continue to trade? That looks very beautiful. You see, you're on the 21. You're above the 200. You're in a flag. Stochastics have some momentum. I wish they had more. Okay. But that is very, very nice. BTC, baby. BTC. Let's break down our top-down analysis for you, but I just had to kind of show you what happened. It was pretty crazy this morning, right? And again, man, I start my trading day 6:30 in the morning, sometimes even earlier. Sometimes I fall asleep from 10 to 2, and then I wake back up at 3, you know. But I'm going to see the market at all different times and take in that information 24/7 for you, for your $3 a day. Sam, can you explain the difference between the SMMA and the smooth? You know, in my trading group, there's an entire explanation there. And so this is what I love my trading group. You can go to like Lifer Charts and you can type in the SMMA. And I believe if you just do that and you search, you should find here. Yeah, look. See, key trick most will not know is look for the price to get above the smooth moving average on the 4 hour. This could indicate a bigger pump a few hours before it happens. The way I look at the smooth is because it takes a trajectory of more information through its equational outcome, like how it comes up with its value. And because of that, it has a more substantial, like when you cross the smooth, it's a bigger deal than the simple. The simple says yes, the smooth just kind of reacts quicker too. A lot of times when you cross the smooth, you'll go further to the upside. Let me see if I write smooth in here. Yeah. And once you get better, I don't like adding the smooth until you get quicker at it. I don't know. It's like, and again, you could just trade the smooth if you want and only wait for the smooth crosses. They will be a little less, but look, we just got a smooth cross there. Starting to move to the upside as well. Actually, no, that's the 21. Forgive me, please. I don't have the smooth up here right now. Yeah. But the smooth will give you, how many hours of sleep do you average a nightlifer? It depends. Yeah. It depends. Probably like 6.5 to 7. Usually it's 7. Every time I get 8, I'm groggy. Every time I get 6, I'm pretty good. 7 seems to be what my body likes every time. So there is that trade right there, booming to the upside. Everything looking really pretty. And honestly, on a day like today, I might even shave the stop right to those wicks just to make sure. But man, look at that beautiful move to the upside for Bitcoin. And that looks like we go to 67,000. That's the target. How do I get the target? It's wick to wick. And then you kind of, the trajectory is important. How it moves really tells a story. Look, and we might make a nicer flag, a more lateral. Maybe this goes shoulder, head, and right shoulder. We make something like this, a symmetrical triangle before we break to the upside. It has been choppier. Tomorrow's unemployment, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to go somewhat more sideways as we head into that Thursday unemployment call, 8:30 in the morning. All right, and that's going to sway the markets. 8:30 a.m. unemployment claims. Right now, they're sitting to be worse than previous, which is also, not a great sign. So if they end up being worse than the worst forecast, that's already worse, So the average of a human live with live long. What does that mean? Solana looking good right now. Yeah. Did you get your price target with the trade you showed? Not yet right now. It's halfway through. I mean, that target would take you to 67,086. At this point though, whenever that gets a substantial move, and if it was my first trade of the day, second trade of the day, third, and see, all that matters. Every single mathematical addition to what you're doing has something to do with the probability at the end of the day, okay? And where you're going to go, all right? And where you're going to go. It's crazy how much control you can have and how one time you can make, it's just, man. And that's the same thing in everything in life. It's like we must maintain composure at all times, all right? So look, this looks interesting to me. The flat could just continue to pump, the original one we looked at, but do we come down and make some type of consolidation here? That would be also a right shoulder. See, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. If you come and you break the 200 MA and this point of control, you're going down for the day. And that, likely. And that was basically your high there, that 66,900, like 66,009, Can you check Sui? Thank you. Much love. Omar Torres asked for the famous Sui blockchain. Shout out to Omar, man. God bless you, man. Sui's memes have calmed down a lot. Sui has calmed down a bit. There's other, Moonshot. You guys looked at Moonshot. There's so much stuff going out here today. And I have a big story to talk about, honestly, that I just found out about. That's a pretty big deal. And we're going to break it down in about 10 minutes. I got a couple other things I got to show you, but this is insane. I'm telling you, when I show you this story and we break it down what happened, it's pretty crazy. And it almost kind of gives you the chills. It gives me the chills a little bit. And you be like, life or the chills? I'm like, yeah, it gives me the chills, my man. And my girls, my ladies, my lifers and my lifettes. It gives me the chills. All right. It just, you know, you kind of think, I mean, there's some excitement to it. There's some chill. Man, it creeps me out a little bit because, you know, we've talked about AI, the forefront of AI, and now AI is making its way in. You have to remember, too, that I truly believe there was what's called a breakaway society. I truly believe that the UFO, you know, in Roswell, there was another town, too. If I give you the name, because they like that's actually, I think, you know, but they took a body, they took an alien named Krill, and you can believe this or not, and they took him, you know, and whatever, and we tried to keep him alive, but he eventually did pass. And this is all true, man, but whatever, you probably think I'm crazy. A lot of people know this as a fact, and we took a lot of that technology, and people have been using that for a long time, and we have what's called now a breakaway society. We have a group of people that have access to that technology for so long. And if they come back and try to explain it, the legal matters there will be because, like, how come you took it? You didn't explain, you know what I mean? And there's some, like, and the private sector was so involved in the government back then. And if you listen to Art Bell and George Norrie, like, you know all this, right? They've revealed all this, you know, all these truths. Anyway, the point of this story, all right, is to tell you that technology, you know, you back, what is he saying? And this pertains to what I'm talking about right now. Is technology has gone so fast. And so there's a group of people that already know what AI is likely going to do to us. And they've already kind of seen projections, and they have something above that you don't even know about yet. And they're just feeding it to us day by day, little by little. Right? Yeah. Waiting for the next round of UFO congressional hearings. Exactly, yeah. We cannot be afraid of aliens. We got our tech from aliens. Yeah. The government has mint-reading tech. No joke. Look up remote neural monitoring and the organized staking program. So crazy. GM King. Shout out to Bear Adjacent. Yeah. Look at the code of blue. See, pamp it. So let's see what happens here. And again, I just wanted to break down because AI is part of cryptocurrency. We invest in AI, and it's a big part of crypto. And so just talking about how AI evolved and where it truly came from is, you know, it is a topic of conversation, whether you feel uncomfortable about it or not. All right. Pretty sure aliens invented the new EU non-caps as their first attack against humanity. That's so funny. Non-detectable holocaust. That's so funny, man. You think the Bitcoin will hit 64.8? The Bitcoin? You think the Bitcoin? Well, we're in this nice little channel here. And remember, we're still technically out of this flag that has that nice target. The target is what? 67,000, right? Right now, as we speak. See about 67K. And again, that weekly support and resistance. So far, they have people in denial, and they got the shorts getting liquidated. It's just what's happening. No liquidity, really, right? Silent liquidations. All the liquidity is to the downside. Bookmap still suggests we go to 65.4. I've told you Bookmap is not 100%, and nothing you use is. Bookmap's most likely on point, but you can't. Even when it's on point, I tell you guys, I don't trade on it 100%. Like if I see an inverted head and shoulder, like today I saw an inverted head and shoulder, but Bookmap said we were going to dump. I traded long, okay, and I ended up taking that little scalp. Now, was I lucky? Some say, oh, you're just so lucky. If you just saw me, you're like, oh, you got lucky, you made that move. But that's my model that I look for every single time, and it played out. And so, like, were my students lucky that we're able to figure this out? You know what I mean? So when you look at this, boom, pumping to the upside. It's crazy, Jamie. I had that same thought today. I was like, because we're going to have a big discussion about AI today on the live stream, and it's going to take over some of the stream, and it's going to make people feel, I think they're going to kind of, you know what I mean? Because when I read about it, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? You know, but it's the realm we live in. It's, you know, it's the present moment in time. When I found out about this morning, though, I was like mind blown. All right. Arthur, ALGO was smooth moving average and the 21 MA. Shout out to Arthur for the 278. God bless you, man. Thank you, Arthur. We appreciate you. We love you, man. Yeah. But I just want to show this Bitcoin pump. And look at that. That's a shoulder, a bit of a head and a right shoulder. And Bitcoin doing damage here to the upside. I already got in here, got out there, could have got in again, scalped again. I attempted to right there, got kicked out, came back down. And then we actually showed this trade on the live stream here, right when it was about to break out. So there's some people, anyone in this trade right now in gains? You know, I didn't take it. It happened a little too fast for me. I was explaining, but you know, and going over the last trade. AI is running memes on, so yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so I can't really, I can't wait anymore. All right, I just can't. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So the idea is there's a Twitter, all right, called Truth Terminal. And what happens is a guy set it up and it's an AI. And then it set up a chat room for 3 AIs and they started talking over here. And they came together and I guess they started like saying, hey, we should come up with like a meme. And they came up with Godius Maximus. All right. Godius Maximus, the GOAT. All right. Look at this. And this is it here. GOAT on Sol. And actually the market cap has been just going up because it's kind of like a phenomenon at this point. All right. So it's got people, you know, very interested, to say the least. Anyway, another AI heard about the conversation and got obsessed with the bot and started just posting it everywhere. And then he said he needed help and he wanted to get out. And someone gave him the money to get out. Okay. You see what I mean? Like some dude donated $50,000 to the AI. Now, the AI now had, and then the AI, you know, and then they launched the token or whatever. Anyway, so the token now has a market cap of like almost $1 billion, like $600 million, right? Which is pretty crazy if you think about it. It's GOAT here, right? Godius Maximus, right? This is it. It actually has climbed since I just looked at it. It was 670. So this is the new thing that everyone's talking about. I'm like a day or two late. It thing started ripping, right? Really started ripping down here somewhere after this little dip on the 20th. So, but this is just insane, right? And now the bot itself has made like 150 grand, I think, or you know, it has more money than it had, and it's created its own a market cap of a $700 million coin. Pretty interesting, right? And the bot did it all by itself, posted to Twitter, interacted with the world, and it's pretty crazy. What do you guys think about this information? Like, what does it make you think? How does it make you feel? Let me know. And so this is like, not only am I giving you guys a new coin, talking about something hot, then this could go. People are convinced 10 billion market cap, it's on the way. I mean, and it's crazy how these get to $1 billion market cap so fast, with just all of a little people buying here and there. We don't even have tons of retail in here yet. So anyway, it's still a meme at the end of the day. All right. But it's something we've never really truly seen. 7277 right now at 72 cents. Pretty crazy. And some people are in the money pretty crazily already here. If they caught on to it when it first really jumped in, you know, at 5 cents, I mean, that's beautiful. So, yeah, a part of the last day, yeah, return is, yeah, exactly. Could be AI rug pulling. Watch it rug pull. Wouldn't that be funny if it rug pulls as an experiment? Look at this guy. He just bought $2,300 worth of gold. He just decided I'm in there 22 seconds ago. 1,200. Look at all these buys now. 325. Interesting. So this is the new story here. All right. Truth Terminal on Twitter. Godius Maximus. All right. And the story of the three, basically the 3 AIs that talked their way into creating a new coin. And it's quite fascinating if you ask me. If anything else, it's a talking topic of the day for cryptocurrency. So look at Bitcoin now on the 1 minute time frame. And let me get into my account here and see what's happening. So yeah. And I'm right there, but I could delete it and just. So look at, see how that's got an inverted head and shoulder vibe there? Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. Stochastics RSI beginning to form further to the downside as well. And this thing's just getting very, very tight. Right? And it came above the 200, bounced, and now moving further to the upside. And it go to 67,350. And very interesting. See, above the 200 MA, above the smooth. And again, we've been, they have liquidity this short. There is liquidity below. Trade less, observe more is my new, is the saying here. I feel like it could have a little more leg up. I just feel, but I'll stay conservative. So a move is coming soon for Bitcoin because it's getting coiled inside of a tight channel. So in the next 10 to 20 minutes, like unless we, it's very unlikely we're going to go sideways for an hour. So in 10 minutes at the most, because that would be 10 candles, we would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 would be somewhere in here. And so, and to me, this looks a little more bullish than bearish, but at the same time, look, shoulder head, I haven't trusted price action the last few days. It's been very sketchy. I've been in and out and taking whatever it gives me, I like the story of the doctors and the scientists extracting the memory of unalive people in order to create AI for a video game. That's crazy. You didn't read my super chat. I'll look at them all. Don't worry, man. Resistance at 68,000. Yeah, you'll see resistance. There's weekly resistance at 67 too. Now that we lost 67,200, we have to get back above it to the upside. Let's take a look at the super chats of the fan funding here as people get a bit restless. Hex, please. Daily time frame cup and handle accumulation dip. Also first. Wow. Master friend, man. God bless you. What do you think? Will the total market cap go back to the 2.18 trillion and then go to the pump? Greetings from Croatia. A money print. Market cap's a whole thing to figure out. We will just look at the technical analysis and see what that gives us, but we'll take a look at that, the total market cap. Can you check Sui? Thank you. Much love. How many hours of sleep? Simran, thank you. Good morning, King. Thank you. Algo with smooth moving average in the 21 MA. So he wants Algo and anything else here. Hours of sleep and Sui. So we have Algo and Sui here. And shout out to everyone here. Arthur, Bear Adjacent, Omar Torres, Simran Merchandi, Money Print, and Master Friend. You people are amazing for giving to the channel. That's absolutely lovely. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everyone jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here. We're just checking out Bitcoin getting tight inside the channel. All right. I made a live trade earlier out of this shoulder head, a trade in my trading group by the shoulder head and right shoulder. I gave it to the group. It busted to the upside. Stop loss below the shoulder. It did not get taken out. And now we're looking for this next flag to possibly break out to the upside as well as it gets tighter and tighter above the smooth moving average, the 21 and the 200 moving average. It's actually a very bullish sign. It almost tells me that I almost have to take it. It is also Wednesday, one of my favorite days to trade. So that would tell us we can go to 67,373. Right as I said that, it moves 67,373. And we could be going to 66,591. And there's my 3-to-1 on a daily basis, as boring as it is. And then, every once in a while when I see the markets changing, like last night I did a way bigger trade, like an $80,000, $90,000 trade. All right. Bit of an inverted head and shoulder, but anything can happen, right? It's also got some symmetrical triangle vibes. There's, it's could be a 50-50 pattern. We have some double top ideas here with resistance at 66.8. So if I lose the trade, it's likely I could, It's crazy. Lately, I lose all my live trades, but win all mine in the trading group. But whatever, it is what it is. I can't, I can create the probabilities. It is what it is. 67387. And that we'll just leave that to cook as we do our top-down analysis and take a look at Algo and Sui. All right. Looking at this MPC, had the Adam and Eve double bottom that did break out, retesting key areas. NPC here, non-playable coin. On Messe, like Messe. What you want to see is can it make some type of beautiful flag here, above just this resistance, this key resistance there at about 0.26697. If it can do that, that would be amazing. All right. So those are the key levels that we're looking for. We want to get all the way up to that 0.64996 region. Okay. Oversold on the stochastics RSI. RSI looking interesting, and the MACD turning. Falling volume with falling price. Looks absolutely amazing. All right. Looks absolutely amazing. And then when we look at this, you know, I always use a price note. I just like price notes. Here, if Bitcoin takes a dump, though, what will happen is you'll get kind of a shoulder. You'll lose this. And if that comes down, I mean, these are going to be some areas. Now, I don't own any of this coin, but it seems to have a pretty good run compared to the rest. Had this nice Adam and Eve double bottom chunk, came up. And I believe if it ever fell into this region and we still had, the overall bull run feel, be some pretty good buy zones for MPC. Something about this coin tells me it's gonna be a winner in the run. If we have enough money in the market, almost every coin's gonna be a winner. It doesn't really matter. Like, it's just gonna be a difference between a 3x, a 10x, and and then if you really search, you get the 50 and the 100x's. But to get those, you're gonna have to really, really take some high risk and look and be deep diving in the lows, right? What shape? Shout out to you if you want a deep dive. I might get a little dirty down there, but I guess the more money you make, the less dirty you get, right? Back in the day, I was, but once DeFi starts to rev up again and there's more opportunity, it does call your name. And I'm sure I'll be degenning more than I think when the time comes, right? I feel like I'm so above it now, but it'll probably pull me in, somewhat. The key is not to throw all your gains in there and get caught up too much. Let's take a look at ALGO USDT, if I could spell. And we'll take a look at Algorand here on Messi. I did say Messi. So interesting enough, as everyone loves Algo, talks about how Algo is amazing, but like that is a descending triangle, is it not? And they do break to the downside. And they are associated somewhat with, a certain family that's politically associated. I don't know, maybe this has... I don't know. Like, if Trump wins, does Algo dump? I'm just so crazy, right? Probably not. But it's interesting. I never even made that idea or that connection before in my mind. Oops, did I just say that out loud just now? I'm sorry. I was hypothesizing. But, a rounded bottom, it would suggest that that's probably your lower price. Just be careful, I say if we get back above 13, we'll probably never go back below it again. And these are probably great prices if you truly believe in Algo. So there you go. I think there's better out there. And as far as the high for Algo, I do see it possibly getting back to $3 or $4, but will it? I don't know. There's a lot of more competition. There's a lot of other coins out there. There's a lot of things that take your mind off of, the older coins. So only time will tell. No one knows for sure, but it's definitely not my first pick, second pick, third or fourth or fifth. I'll tell you that. Algo. We got to get a bounce here soon, or this is going to... Look at that head, shoulder, head, right shoulder, dump. We got to get a bounce off this bottom trend line. Otherwise, this is going to dump even more. Kick me right out. Got to get a bounce like we're getting right there. So a little bit, almost got it. It was lackluster. The bears seem to be in control. Definitely was a head and shoulder scalp, though, so you can see that. Hold the trend line, get the bounce. Let's see if we can consolidate. Altcoins in the last hour, ICP up and Ape up. Nothing really else kicking too much. And then GOAT, of course, right? How could we forget? So, that's the story today, and it gives me the chills, man. How do you guys feel about the AI? And let's start a poll. How do you feel about the AI making the meme? Creepy. All good. Gains. Like, you just want gains. Creepy, all good gains. Like, that's funny, Just want to see what people think. I really do. I'm very interested in that poll. Very unique poll for our channel. Not based on a coin or an idea or a Bitcoin price. So I really want to see what people have to say. Very interesting to me. Can we take a quick check at AVAX? Shout out to Robs2121. We'll take a look at AVAX. Thank you so much. AVAX, I mean, it's going to do whatever Bitcoin does, man. Like, Bitcoin starts getting a move. It's blue chip. It's one of the top 50. they tend to follow Bitcoin pretty closely. I mean, I'm not going to say exact like Bitcoin pumped and AVAX has been sideways, but once the market rips, it'll rip. If the Bitcoin starts to slump and go sideways, that will likely happen to AVAX. Yeah. I'm going to go over it for you for sure, but I just wanted to kind of break down the truth about it so you can understand. So yeah, I'm not too bullish here. And look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. It looks like a descending. It looks somewhat bearish. ALGO looks bearish to me. I don't know, I'm not saying it, but it looks like it could dump to 7 cents. I don't know for sure. But I have to be honest with you, below the 200 MA, everything else is like on the way, looking a lot. ALGO run does not look good on the chart right now. Look at your 3-day. Yeah, you're oversold. Starting to do that rounded bottom. But it hasn't even made the cup and handle yet. It's going to come up here and then make the handle. It's got some time. It's got some time. Now, remember, I told you SUI was likely going to pull back. All right. On that 3-day chart to what the 21. I told you not to chase it. I sold it. It continued to pump. Took all my strength of all my emotions not to continue to go against and buy SUI, right? Shout out to the sevens, baby. Look at that. 1777. There it is. Look. 777s, baby. Shout out to the beautiful people here. Can I get the likes up to watch us for that 777, man? If you like the 777s, hit that like button. If you like your life, hit the like button. If you're full of love, light, and happiness, hit the like button. If you believe you can become a multimillionaire in this bull run, hit the like button. If you want the best for your family and all the people around you, hit the like button. If you live in life, love, light, and happiness, hit the like button. All right? May God bless each and every one of you for being here and being a part of this live. We appreciate you and we care about you. And we thank you. So take a look here at this Fibonacci. It comes back down to the 618, 0.65786 Fibonacci retracement level. And the 21, right? Whenever you get this far away from a 21-day moving average, after a massive rally, stochastics are overbought. It's time to start taking some profits. All right, people are in denial. They think SUI is going to keep going up, but it's the one. And now people that are in the memes, and that kind of hype will die down. Be careful. The hype is going to run from, sad to say, but from chain to chain now. Solana will hold its own most of the time, but there's going to be these spikes in other chains that get all the attention for a second, and then it's just going to move really quickly. If you're late to it, if you didn't kind of see it beforehand, like SEI is quiet now, I believe it's still going to get a meme run that we're going to be kind of a little blown away by. But it's got to take time to marinate. So SUI, Bitcoin will pull back likely if it does, and SUI also in its pullback. So that kind of helps SUI out. Then it'll be in a beautiful cup and handle. Anywhere between 140, I'd say, and 170 would be And again, maybe SUI holds here and bounces and makes a flag higher. There's a chance it does something like this, and you never get it cheaper than this. I don't know what's going to happen for a fact, but what is very likely is you're not going to get a huge pump for SUI anytime soon. All right. The 3-day chart needs to take its time to reset, to regroup, for the Stokes to come on back down, for the RSI to pull back, for the MACD to reset too. So that's your update for SUI. I do see a pullback. When you pull your Fibonacci, I'm getting somewhere at that 618 at 140. Maybe we get lucky at 0.5 because it's very bullish and you're in a bull market, high volume node. So 155, 160 could be an area to pay attention to. Can we take a look at AVAX? Somebody says, let's go back into this trade and we got dumped on. Look at that. It made an M and then bounced off the 200 MA. And that's going to be it for my trading day. Like, I'm not going to risk my gains that I already made. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to trade less, watch the market more, observe. If I see something, I'm going to go at it, but I'm not going to go crazy. All right. And it did look, it shoulder, head, and right shouldered us. It double topped at 66,850. It was a symmetrical triangle. I have to be honest, they mainly break to the downside. About like 2 to 3 years ago, I was trading a symmetrical, and it was like kind of either way. And then about 18 months ago, one dump, then one another dump, then another dump. And then at one point, I haven't seen one of these break out. I think I saw one symmetrical triangle break out recently in the last 6, 7, 8 months. And, so when I see it now, I'm just like, last night I saw it, and I told the trading group, I said, it's a 50-50 pattern, but I see these dump every time. Most of the time, this is going to dump on you. So let's get back to our top-down analysis. We had some fun in the smaller time frames. 1 minute not losing the 200, we could get a substantial bounce there. If you don't lose the 200 MA, that's kind of, it's attempting to hold us. But we'll get out of here for a second. We'll remove the moving averages. Let's get into the weekly time frame and see what's happening. Okay, when we look here at the weekly, I just have to adjust those evenly. I want to make sure they're looking good. So when we take a look at the weekly, we're going to take a look at our support or resistance. I do this every single day. It's just a simple habit. It's habitual mechanicals. 67,200 is going to be the main area that we don't want to get back. We don't want to lose. We already did that. We got to get back above it to remain bullish. We've been bearish before and changed the whole game. Like we were down here and I said, man, 61.5 again. And we flipped the script. We did break out of this falling wedge channel. It's a broadening falling wedge. And you know, a lot of 9 times out of 10, you will come and retest this key area and bounce. And that's going to be about 65,665.5. Boom. So that looks likely, and it could take some time, and this weekly could close red. Even though usually when the weekly closes red, we do have a little more downside though. But right there we close red and we were able to flip. Chance the same thing could happen similar. And that's a bearish engulfing that just got bought back up. So it's not 100. Let's go to the 3-day chart. And the 3-day looking interesting. And it's coming to retest this trend line. You can see how clean it is. We'll slap on those moving averages and start to take a look. And a little far away for the 21. I see this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that could break to the upside. But I'd like, this is, you know, you can't break back inside. So you don't want to see a 3-day candle close anywhere below this trend line. If you do that, you have to say you're going to test at least 60,006 and then possibly back down here on that left there to 58.9, 56,000, and even all the way possibly to $54,000 and this high volume node. So we're not out of the water yet. All right, I'm not a perma bear. I'm not a perma bull. I did put a lot of money into the market. I did inject it into the fear. You have no choice. You have to buy. It could be the wrong time. I could get spanked on my, you know, my spot long-term DCAs, but that's why it's a DCA. That's why you don't put it all in at once. You buy sections at a time. All right. Last Friday, I had a moment using your take profits quick style. I've almost fully recovered. No bad days. Last Friday, I had a moment using your take profits quick style. I've almost fully recovered. No bad days. He said, last Friday I had a moment. No worries. He said, using your take profits quick style, I've almost fully recovered. No bad days. I love you, man. God bless you, brother. Amen. Amen. Thank you for that. Wow, that's amazing. Honesty, integrity, and honesty, right? No trader is immune to losses, man. All right, all these traders show you up and they show up and it's very easy for me to just never claim a loss and just keep moving every day because there's always a new person on my stream that and I could rock with the suit and I got all the people watching me and, you know, I got the channel. And so you get to ride. Like once you get the channel, you kind of get to ride over it. Like it's like, but you know, eventually people see through. And I just want to make it clear that I lose trades, people lose trades. In fact, the master friends like had a moment. Like, I mean, you're the man, dude. God bless you. Another thing I always talk about is the elasticity of success. I want to write a book about it. And I want to call it the elasticity of success. People say, what is that, Sam? And so, well, I made it up. It's my own thought process, my idea. But what is it? Well, it's the idea that we have to go low to come high. You know what I mean? And in our whole life, we're an elastic band right here. And, you know, trading wise too, you make some losses. It burns. You could give up and walk away and just say, you know what? Trading wasn't for me. Or you could fight and somehow hit one and hit another one. And then you know how it feels. I'll be honest. It's one thing to open up a few trades, hit some gains and have a green month. It's cool. It feels great. It really does. You know, you're in the jacuzzi with the cigar and everything. It's awesome. You know, the other night I made like $2,000 in a few hours and I sat in the jacuzzi smoking a cigar like, man, like everything really went perfect today for me. You know, I led my team to greatness, you know, and it just felt perfect. And I knew not every day was going to be that great. So my dad always told me, man, cherish the great days, man. You know, love those great days. So the point is this, right? So say the trade, you know, so I'm writing a perfect point here. Yeah. So we're the elastic and we bounce back, you know. My trading days that have felt the best, I'll be honest, in the last 2 years have been ones or months even. I've been ones where I've been down at the beginning of the day or I've lost some trades or maybe I've ended that day red, but I came back the next day and made it green. And I've told myself, you know, look at the monthly P&L. There's 30 days in a month. You might have 2 red days, you know, flip it to 1 green day, go to sleep that night. You know what I mean? You might be on a 10-day streak. Maybe you aren't. You don't know. Maybe it's not. But the point is, you know, aim for the 1 day. Aim for that 1 gain. Once you get that 1 gain, you can then grow to the next one. That's how you're going to develop the habitual strength to win. Okay? Winning is not a one moment. It doesn't happen. Like, success isn't just, I didn't just explode, you know. And again, I'm still a very small YouTuber. I don't want to act like I think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, I think I am, but you know, but I can't admit that, you know, to you guys. But you know, the thing is this, my point is, I'm successful in my own mind, in my own world, right? No one tells me where to go. No one tells me where to be, except for my wife. But even then, like, she doesn't really do that. And, you know, you create success. It's not a moment in time that explodes. It's not like a firecracker. Success is a small wins over time that lead up to success. All right. Small wins over time that lead up to success. So Bitcoin coming back likely to the 21-day moving average, as I've talked about for days now. We tried to double bottom yesterday. It said, oh, wow, are we going to really actually hold 67.2? And they gave us the belief that that may happen. But then this morning, they took us further to the downside. Funny how I won on a long when today's a red day. You're like, how did you long though? It's like, and that's what I love about the market. There's always opportunity in the market. You know, someone could get in and out and make their gains for the day in a way you never thought possible. I'm sure there's traders that trade ways that I don't even know exist, and vice versa. I trade ways that some people don't even know that opportunity is here. So that's why it's cool to join a trading group. It's cool to learn. It's cool to come to the lives. It's cool to get yourself immersed in the world of trading, whether it's online, you know, courses, whatever you got to do. And speaking of courses, I do teach a class the last Saturday of every single month. Okay. And it's coming up this Saturday. And be there or be square. The bull market is coming faster and more furious. There's decisions to be made that your emotions are going to possibly wreck you on. And, you know, hit the QR code or the link below to join this trading class. I'm telling you, so many people have told me it saved them tons of money because what they learned, they just wouldn't have known. Like, they would have stayed in trades when they got absolutely rocked and wrecked. So this course is coming up this Saturday. Hit the QR code or the link to make it happen. All right. It'll change your life. I'm telling you right now. So many people have wrote me testimonials. If there's anyone here that could write, you know, just, you know, I am asking, but if you took the class and it helped you, let somebody know in the chat right now and see if it helped them change their lives as well. All right. I opened that short 100x in Solana at 170, sold it for peanuts. It's okay. Sam, I remember the day you lost 600 and you keep pushing. In less than 4 hours, you made it back. It was 800. It was 800. Yeah. Not being emotional over your losses or your wins is also the key. They should both feel the same. Nothing. Amen. Thank you for all the love and the knowledge you gave me. My DCA from 30K, 55. You gave me so much. I give back appreciation 13x. DMTR, man. I love you, brother. Yeah, we did find Dimitra very early. Where were you in the trading career when you met your wife? Awesome. You were building this together. Thank you. Learn from the crypto lifer and be baffled. Trading was ever hard. Funny. Just a trading group, but absolutely crazy. I missed a terrible buy from 001 when it went up 4%. Then it came back to the 5 level. I thought it won't go up. And went up another 6. You're funny. Yes, learn how to lose also, and don't get mad about it. This channel is more than trading. It's about life. Shout out to Antoine Alejandre. Sam's class is knowledge you can keep for life. Amen. MEXC, baby. If you want to trade where I'm trading, trade on MEXC, where the fees are the absolutely lowest in the game. I also like to trade on WEEX. WEEX is awesome. I've taken a $900 WEEX account up to $1,600. I just, you know, I don't want to ruin it. I want to see if we can continue the streak. So, but I'm going to start, you know, we're going to see, you know, we want to take it to 10 grand, you know, 900 to 10 grand. Let's see if we can do it. Little by little, one step at a time. All right. Halloween trading competition. Jump on in. All right. Are you in? Are you game? Maybe I'll jump on in. All right. We'll have some fun. Look at the 777s right there. It's funny. Just sitting there. It always seems to be following me around. I didn't type that in. It must have been the last call that I hit, and it just, you know. So, but WEEX is awesome. It has all the same parameters. Okay. You won't have to worry about KYC and any of that stuff. It's the best. So check out weeks.com, find out more. Hit the link in our description up here and make it very simple if you want to jump on in and find out more about the exchange. All right. Can I pay for Saturday's class, but if I don't make it on that day, can I schedule for next month? Not sure if my wife made plans. Of course you can. Of course you can. No worries. My wife is so nice, she'll move you right into the next time. But it is not, yeah, it is a month from now though, yeah. And honestly, man, I think that you need, I would not wait another month to take a class like that. A class on the trading group will change anyone's life. Give it a shot and you will see, as we did. Shout out to Justin, man. God bless you, Justin. Thank you. I pray for you every night. Everything goes well, man. Dear Lord, help the Cashmores and everything that Justin is going through. Help everyone see eye to eye and find this beautiful grace. And may we see him in Florida one day, happy and healthy. God bless you, Justin, man. I love you, brother. Can you show Bookmap? And anyone, I just want to pray for a second. Dear Lord, I went through a kind of a tribulation the last week that really rocked me a little bit. However, for whatever reason, and may you help me find solace in it. May you help me find the best reason for it. And may you help me, stay positive no matter what. And may God bless everybody involved. I love everyone there. I just wish love for everybody no matter what. No malice, no hate, no pain. Yeah, may you help me turn, my mind into something different, something positive, something fresh. Amen. Dear Lord, may you help everyone in the world struggling, anyone out there that may be going through something, that may be horrified by what they read in the news, or, and let them know that there is beautiful people out there. There is positive energy. And no matter how dark it gets, we need to gravitate towards the light. And thank you so much for helping us project that light to people out into the world. Dear Lord, thank you for keeping us whole. Thank you for all the lifers being here with me. And thank you so much for, blessing me with the gain that I did get today so far. And may I continue to stay positive in the face of negativity, no matter what happens in my life. Amen. Amen. And may we all learn from our mistakes. Sometimes we don't do the right things. Help me to do the right thing in all situations, no matter what. Amen. And everyone who prayed with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means the world to me. It's funny because last night I was watching a YouTuber. He was live streaming. He gets like 4,500 people on his live. He was a big live streamer. He's doing like P. Diddy stuff. And out of nowhere, he's like, "Dear Lord, I just want to pray." And the way he prayed on the live like hit me. And I immediately subscribed to him. And I was like, who is this guy? And I said, wow, that's how people feel if they see me pray. And I said, I'm going to pray tomorrow on my stream. And I'm not saying he's not, I do it all the, I've done it before, but it just made me think, wow, So yeah, I see Sui coming back down and getting a move here too. Market taking a bit of a pullback here. Bitcoin kind of at the forefront of these market pullbacks. 66,000. We lost the 200 MA on the 1 minute time frame. This was an M pattern. M's break down. And they give you the measured move, right? So that's going to tell you you're going to 66,100. We flip up Bookmap. It's been saying we're going lower the whole time. These are just fake pumps to kind of induce. It was a symmetrical triangle, most likely to break down. I took a shot at it because you never know. We were above the moving averages, which a lot of times gives us a pump. And we had been consolidating well. So, probability, it wasn't the worst idea, in my humble opinion. There was some bullish leaning ideas. But we didn't, we made this head and shoulder. That kind of sealed the deal. And after that head and shoulder, we dumped. And then we lost the 200 MA. We lost the smooth. We got the 21 craw. It's all there, So we want, it's very likely Bitcoin pulls back. Anyone that was even bullish was looking for a Bitcoin pullback here, even me. And that 21's got to touch. They got to touch. What I would love to see is the 21 touch and keep us away from this trend line. Like, we got to get a bounce. So we hit the 21 and boom, we bounce out of here. If you close a daily candle back in here, this is a bull trap, and it's likely we could break down through this high volume node. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin's back at 57,000 or even comes and tests the 60,000 area and the 200 MA down there at 63.3. So wow, man. And they got us wanting to break all the way back down to 65,000. 65,200. That's what Bookmap is suggesting could happen. Where's the low of this? This will be 64,006. So you see 64.2. So you see anything below 64K. I mean, even if you don't need to look at the charts, that tells you you're inside that pattern, and that's not going to be a good sign for the bears. That's going to be great for us. We're going to find ways to trade, and we can make money either way. Let's not get discouraged. There's going to be opportunity in the market, and it's also going to bring altcoins to lower prices. But you know, there's no guarantees we have a bull run. Everyone thinks that things have to be. I used to think that too. And then the markets hurt me so many times. Really, they really did, man. They're like a girlfriend that told you she loved you and then broke up with you. Like you thought everything was going to go your way, but then it didn't. You know what I'm saying? You thought everything was going to go your way and then it didn't. All right. If you look at Bitcoin on the daily chart, you will see since the last all-time high at 73K, it hit 3 separate time lower highs. That is not a signal for a full bear market. If you look at Bitcoin on the daily chart, you will see since the last all-time high at 73K, 3 separate times lower highs. Is that not a signal for a bear market? It could be, but the daily started making a bullish uptrend. It is 100%. I'm a trend guy. We had a low, we had a high, we had a lower low, we had a lower high, we had a lower low, we had a lower high. If we were bearish, we would have made a lower low, and the trend would have continued to the downside, but we did not. We changed the trend. We made a higher low. Now, if we come down and we take out this low, then I'm going to have to start to kind of, you know, if we take out 60,400 again on this daily, what it suggests is that now we have a downtrend and we're going to make a lower high, and that could look shoulder, head, right shoulder. And then we're in the mood for some downward action. And, you know, I'm open-minded, everybody, as you can see. I paint both pictures here. I don't sit in one place and say it has to be this and it has to be that, because that's how you get rocked and wrecked. You must stay open-minded no matter what. All right, no matter what. Sammy, we're going to 60K over the coming week. It'll go up and down, very volatile, but ultimately we'll hit 60K and close the CME 4-hour gap. And let's take a look at the CME gap for Bitcoin here. Another thing that's kind of worth talking about and looking at. 90% of the gaps get filled. All right. And there's that Bitcoin. You just type in BTC. The first thing comes up is the CME futures. Funny, we haven't looked at it in a long time. I'll grab this because I can use it later. I'll hit copy. I'll delete everything. But I have that ready to paste now. He said there's a gap of the 4-hour at 60,000. I'm not seeing it. Hold on, let me double check. But gaps in this, I mean, there's a little gap down there. But the wicks do come together. But I guess you could say that's a gap. I never backtested if, you know, usually it has a real gap. But yeah, there's a gap there. I mean, now you can see it. Look at that shoulder. Head, right shoulder, dump. Right, look at that. It just looks like a head and shoulder that's about to go down. Looks so obvious right now to me. Look at that. Moving averages far apart. And down the gap to the VRVP to 63,004. Wow. So let's take a look at that again. Does it look so apparent here again? Why did the CME make it look so sweet? It like trades differently, right? And they don't look exactly the same, which is a bit odd, but I mean, it is future, so. But yeah, when you look at it, head and shoulder broke the neckline right here. Shoulder, awkward head, shoulder. And that also suggests a move. And then you get your measured move. It takes you to 64,280. All right. Right to the 200 MA too on that 4-hour time frame. So bear city for Bitcoin. All right. The symmetrical triangle did break to the downside. And we were looking at here on even the 7-minute. Yeah, at first stop would be 65,270, and that, look at that ugly bullish, and it retested the support of resistance at 66.8, and then just collapsed from that too as well. So some ugly price action, and look, that was the end. We had that little flag. Remember, I took a little move out of that move. Crazy. Nice that retest fear and greed for sure. Exactly. I mean, it's too high again, which I firmly believe too. Like, we need that to come back down. We need it to come somewhere in here before we can go on, because it just, you want to have that room, and if we don't have the room, what are you going to do? You know, Bitcoin taking the tumble, 66,300 to the downside. Sammy, can you get Sam? Can you give my brother Anthony your famous motivational speech? He's expecting his first child in December. Love you, Sam. Best mentor in the game. Yeah, well, Anthony, man, your first child is a great moment in your life. You know, my first child changed me forever. I was scared. I was nervous. I was afraid. I was a young boy, thinking that I wasn't ready. But if you're a real man and you believe in yourself, you're so ready for that child, more than you'd ever thought, and it's already in you to take care of that kid on such a great level. So be your best every day. Do not live in fear. Remember, just like trading, when you as a father, you know, don't live in fear. Stay positive. Project positive energy around your children. You do need to be stern, right? You know, if your child picks something off the ground that you don't want them to have, and you say, "Hey, honey, put that down," they don't put it down. You say, "Hey, honey, could you please put that down now?" And the third time, "Hey, honey, could you please put that down?" What do you do then? You say, "Hey, you could get hurt if you don't put that down." Like, it's sad that we do have to speak sternly, but you know, I've learned as a father, if you don't speak sternly to your kids, you know, and again, I don't condone ever hitting your child for any reason. My dad didn't hit me per se, but I got like spanked, and it was a little bit of like, you know, and it didn't do anything. It wasn't good. And so I learned through that it doesn't do anything for your kids. You know, we don't spank our kids. We don't, you know what I mean? I got like spanked. It's kind of stupid, right? It's kind of weird when you think about it. But I didn't get hit with the belt. By the time I was like 14 or 15, my parents were kind of done that, you know, they had worked on. Everybody hit the like button if you got spanked as a kid. All right. Michael Saylor really, with his interview, oh man, fear and greed on CoinMarketCap is only 56. I'll tell you what, man, a lot happens to speculate on what's going on with the election too. You have to remember that. He's talking about me. That's my big brother, Carlos Alejandre. Shout out to Antoine Alejandre. We'll love you, man. God bless you, brother. And shout out to the Alejandre brothers, man. So cool, man, to have two brothers on the stream together. 6'9", 420. The elites are playing. Yeah, exactly, right. Sammy Esme cumpleaños today. God, you know, may God bless you, man. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. May God bless you on this special day. Sammy, free and getting to the CoinMarketCap is showing 50s, not 70s. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe I'll reset, but this is a different. They're different settings. But that's good to know that there's different fear and greed out there. KITEAI is getting sideways here. Some people say it's kind of scammy, so just be careful. But it's a brand new coin that I was looking at earlier today that had a bit of a pump compared to, you know, the whole market's down and this thing is mooning. And let's take a look at KITEAI. Oh, wow. It already had some. I didn't realize it was actually around like that. I'd be careful. I think this is almost a little bit too risky to trade this coin personally. Something I would probably stay away from. But even when I don't trade things, I like to flag them out. I mean, it's breaking out and the stochastics are moving. I don't like to buy the breakout either. I'd have to be in at the bottom of that channel or I wouldn't be able to. It's hard for me to. I've broken the habit of buying a breakout, so it's like I just can't do it. Sad. Sometimes I see things moon and I know I could still get in, but I just can't, you know. Right. Okay, the wooden spoon hit me, Imro. You're funny, man. Me too. We hid them in the garden. That's funny. So they couldn't find them anymore. You're funny. You kids are good. Where's my spoon? You know. Let's take a look at Hex and AVAX and DIA. Crazy how fast everyone turns bearish and we still so close to the all-time highs. It is crazy. I mean, we were just battling 61.5 and we couldn't get back above it. All right. Rolled Up magazine or newspaper. You guys are funny, man. And this is for what you did. And now I'm gonna give you one for what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? Our generation was one of the last generations that was raised by the old generation. My dad and his friend were hanging out on my grandmother's garage door when they were kids. His friend was too scared to let go at the top, and my grandmother was smacking with a spoon as he hung. You're funny, man. Mom used to beat me with a book. It was for educational purposes. Got the belt. Says, oh my gosh, see? This channel for 7 months has been, yeah, the channel that Bitcoin's been in, or my channel, I don't even know, man, anymore. Yeah. The oil, yeah. I got leather strap. Oh my gosh, a leather strap at school. Yikes. So whatever's happening with KITEAI, it's booming. Take a look at what they call it, what it is. Like, what is it even? It's an innovative AI-driven chatbot platform that leverages the power of blockchain technology to create a decentralized, user-centric ecosystem designed to enhance interaction and engagement. It provides a seamless experience where users can earn and utilize tokens and points through various activities, including daily check-ins, user invitations, and AI queries. By integrating artificial intelligence with blockchain, KITEAI ensures secure, transparent, and efficient. And how did it already come out? It's got a huge, I didn't even hear about this thing. It's got a huge market cap. A large volume on the day, too. 11 million on volume. Wow. This thing's hot. I'm a little late to the party on KITEAI. I used to catch my mom's workout belt. You're funny. Clothes hanger is the best one. Oof. That stings. Born in the late 70s. We were the last generation of many things. I was born in the early 80s. I used to catch my mom's workout. You're funny. Called Big Red. Even have the theme song. Get whipped a little longer. Stay red a little longer. Longer with Big Red. Oh my gosh, man. I got the hangers, slippers, belt, sticks, hands, different age levels. Haha. I was a crazy kid though. Sam, please look at book of meme. Thank you, God bless. And that's why this generation is so messed up, especially the girls, no fathers to discipline them. Sad. The last generation always says they're the last generation. I know, right? Okay. So we've gone over AI. We've thought I gotta look at Hex for my man, Master Friend. Hexacan. Let's take a look at Hex. So Hex kind of started this little awesome move out the flag. And it created a bull flag above the 200 MA, which is a bullish sign for me, suggesting it can go the length of the pole. And it made it about 70% of the measured move, which was all well and good. But look, the 21 got far away from the 200, which is a signal for me that, things are a little overstressed. And it definitely needed to reset a bit. And then it got a pretty quick sell-off here. Now that it does have the old cup and handle idea, you want to look for that hidden bullish divergence, which is definitely beginning to come intact. Even if you want to, looks like you're going to have hidden no matter what, which tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. So whether we go a little lower, we've got a beautiful high volume node that's also in coinciding with this 0.01804 area here on Hex. And you got a beautiful gap on the VRVP up to that high volume node there at about a half a penny, right? At 0.005. So, it's not all bad for Hex. It's actually gearing up for one of my models. But we may hit that 786 and wick down there one last time. Chance that this is kind of, for some reason, I don't know why, but it could be your bottom here. We could come up, make some type of inverted and break on out of here to the upside. If you're a Hexacan, it could be a good place to grab maybe the last few bits of Hex. Says the charts. At the same time, anything could happen. There's been a lot of controversy. Who knows? But the charts do convey that there's a possible move here. And the Fibonacci is bouncing really off of the golden pocket as we speak. So Hex looks interesting. I'll give you that. It looks interesting. I don't know if I would jump in. I'm not jumping into Hex though right now. No, and not that I don't believe in it. God bless everyone that's in Hex. I don't want to burst your bubbles. I'm just more of like, I put 100 grand in AVAX guy kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to play it safe. All right. I'm boring recently. AVAX inside of this box, and I saw it getting tighter and tighter, but the more I look at it, could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that breaks down. If you lose this trend line here, and look, the daily got rejected by the 200 MA on AVAX. So you're about to break out on AVAX and do some damage, or at least even go sideways inside this, and then again, we're inside of a symmetrical triangle. If I clean this up, and it's already breaking to the downside. So unless we get some type of crazy reversal for Bitcoin and it flips, You know, Bitcoin dumps. Hex is, you know, AVAX is dumping. So, sorry, AVAX. 2450 and possibly down to 2058. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for AVAX. And a lot of resistance here too at about 3084. All right. Let's take a look at DIA. Thank you, Sam. I'm now making my bro join the 99. Shout out to Carlos Alejandre. We love you, man. God bless you. I think the issue with Hex is the Richard Hart will rug pull. Come on, man. He would have done that long ago. Hex makes me want to. You're so funny, man. Oh, man. That looks hot. Well, I want to make everybody happy. I don't want to put down anyone's ideas or beliefs or thoughts about what they're into, you know? Sammy, would you buy silver coins? How high can it really go? I mean, I'm going to start coming out with the silver bar soon on the live and talking to it because that seemed to get a lot. What? You're at an all-time high? What? Tell me more. Sam, would you, you know, I have silver. I've been accumulating silver for years. I stopped buying it after it was probably about $20. I bought most of my silver between $13, $15, $16, you know. I got caught with the newspaper once. It would have probably been better without it. Then I got the tree switch. The tree switch. Yeah, it's on discount. How much is the course, Sammy, on Saturday? $150 beautiful dollars. All right. A lifer pattern, Sam, metrical triangle. Sammy cup and handy. Shoulder, salmon, shoulder. Inverted salmon Eve. The lifer pattern, symmetrical. Sammy cup and handy. The shoulder, salmon, and shoulder. God bless you. Shout out to Merrick Gallimore. Shout out to PS5 of gaming. If you ensure Sammy's discipline, you will not worry about the red and listen to the technicals of the 200 of the RSI. MACD for gain. Shout out to PS5, future of gaming, who understands these concepts to the point where he is comfortable in his skin when it comes to trading. And let's look at DIA. One of my favorite coins. You know, I don't own it. It's kind of sad. It's one of the coins I wish I had. I put out that cup and handle, but I thought we had more time before I made that in just astronomical move to the upside. If any coin's hot and worth DCing into, it's got to be this. It's got to be this one, though. I just like to be perfect. And I mean, I'd rather 30 cents than chasing it at 120. It's already up a 4x. And we put out this beautiful flag for you, too, before it happened right there. And then it went sideways and did pump to the upside. DIA, we gave you the trade when it was about 72 cents. Or we taught you the educational setup and you would have to figure out if it works inside of your education and figure, you know, inside your parameters. And if it did make sense for you, then you would take the trade. But that's, you know, I'm not an advisor. I'm not telling you what to buy or sell. I won't go over your portfolio for you and tell you, you know, I don't do that. I really don't. And people respect that too. People have one-on-ones on me and we go over technical analysis. They'll ask me what I think of a coin here and there, but they're, you know, they know the rules, man. They're very respectful. I had a beautiful one-on-one yesterday. Shout out to Gustavo. God bless you and your wonderful family, man. Looks like you have just a beautiful family, man. You have everything a man needs. The right mindset. You know, 2 sons doing their thing. One looked extremely smart. Like he was, you know, I could see he was engaging me. And that's important, right? Engagement is key. As a young kid, I was engaging early. And what I mean by that is looking at adults and talking to them. You know, you meet kids and they're kind of, their parents they don't look down. They don't say anything, you know, like once your kid is 6, 7, 8 years old, they should be saying hi to the parents that come, you know, if you walk in to somebody's house with your kid, they should be able to say hi to the mom's there and she says hi, right? Stochastics RSI pointing to the upside, RSI pointing up, MACD pointing up. That all looks very bullish to me, and it just broke out. DIA looks bullish. All right, moving averages aren't that far apart. This thing could still get, you know, still get busy. 21's a little far away, but it could even pump and pull it with it here. So it is far, but it would tell me, hey, you never know. So wow, in the last, just today it broke out. I can't believe that. And, you know, overnight, and it pumped out. So now what you would look for is like the retest or that, you know, the handle of the cup and handle. I mean, this is a project that just, I don't see how it doesn't do numbers. I don't like to chase, but how doesn't this do numbers over time? But it could make a shoulder, head, right shoulder. But I do watch for this to make a flag. Watch for the 1 hour to come back in contact with the 21-day moving average, the white moving average. Once it contacts the 21, people start to pick up on that, bots and alike. All right. I got Kyle with your earphone. It's funny. Why goat still pumping? You know, honestly, it's not still pumping. It has come back down to 67.3. And it had a run up. It will get a sell off like everything else. Look, you'll add the indicators that matter, right? You'll go RSI and hit this one, And you can see you got some bearish divvy in a way. I mean, that's starting to get a little overbought. And the RSI and the stochastic say extremely overbought. You're going to come on down. I would not ape into this, but you do whatever makes you happy. I'm not you. So let's take a look here at the indicators. I'm going to add an MA. MA with EMA cross. That's interesting. And we're just going to flip it to the 200. That's pretty cool. You could just move it to a smooth. That's interesting. Oh, so they're not going to give us the 200. Yeah, there it is. All right. And then this, I just want to be 21, right? 21 days divided by 21. It's that simple. So whenever you gap away, 21 away, I mean, you're likely to come back down. And then you would pull a fib here. Now, the whole AI notion of it is, you know, but that says it will come back down to 52 cents. And that would be a possibly great place to buy. What does Nacho look like? It's slowly getting sold off. Because maybe it is, man. Yeah. Take some profits. How are you getting the link to join the class on Saturday? Is an email going to be sent out? Yes, you'll get an email that morning. We have your email. We know who you are. Yep. He said, I just closed my short and flipped long on Bitcoin again. Bitcoin at 66,160. And it took a dump. I mean, funny CME, right? So I wouldn't touch DIA until it pulls back to the 21. But the way it's showing signs of life, it may really hold well above $1. Coin's been hot. I mean, we talked about it at 70 and then it went to 130. Nice rally the last, we went from, you know, just a couple weeks. It wasn't even a week. It was like a week and a half. It was like October 13th to the 20th, right? We had like this like 1 week rally and then it was over. I guess gold mining stocks are a great opportunity at this moment. ICP looks ready. I just closed my short and flip long on Bitcoin. Crypto Lifer, the 200 is way below for my gains on Well token that you gave me. Looks like it's coming back. NFA on Bitcoin on the daily. Yeah. People just rotating from Nacho into KASPER. They will go back into Nacho. Interesting. KASPER's been hot. Let's take a look at KASPER. It looked interesting yesterday. Did it get those moves? No, it did not. Had that nice flag again, you know, and that's the thing about a symmetrical, you know, that's a symmetrical, an ascending triangle. They are bullish. They look nice, but you have to remind yourself they are 50-50 patterns. Again, I didn't trade this. I didn't get into it. That's a bitter pullback now and a nicer flag with some strength. Lower pricing too for KASPER. And the memes on KASPER have been doing pretty crazy. They've been doing pretty good. It's been interesting to say the least. I go to casplex.org. Nord doesn't like it for some reason, but it's safe, I believe. See, it's weird how like it doesn't load it right. I'll put it here maybe on Google, on Chrome. Still looks all weird though. I guess maybe that's how they want it to look. Oh yeah, there you go. English. Yeah, not Chinese simplified. That's why, right? I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why it's like not running right.
I don't got anything going on there. So too soon to Lamov ran Neon doing damage. When I'm on my trading view and I have multiple indicators of the same thing, what is your suggestion on picking the best one? I mean, I know the indicators that I use and I use them all the time. So just, you know, stick to what you're doing and be consistent about it. That's all. I guess that's my best, you know. Be consistent. Don't flip-flop on indicators. See how we saw that was a bearish retest of that key level? And then we dropped 65,270 for Bitcoin below the 200 MAs, making a bit of a bear flag. It could have gone either way, but it started to show signs that we took what we could today, and then it flopped, right? It made the M on the 1 minute, if you remember. We got rejected. That flag broke down. And instead of, I didn't go and chase. Don't chase. You know, I got stopped out, and that was good. I wanted to be stopped out. I had a risk. I got my risk taken out. Good. You know, on the chart, trailing tops in close trade using ROI. Yeah. Just need a breather like the rest of the market. It's back over 70 cents. That's crazy. It is the AI coin of the world. Everyone just like, I might as well just buy some, just in case something happens. You know, I might as well buy a little bit. I don't even know if I have any Solana left to buy. I got a half a soul, so I could put like 40 bucks in it, right? Hey, you never know. I mean, but that's if it goes to 100 million market cap, I'll make 400. It's just not worth it at this point for me. It's just pointless, you know. I just want to own a piece of that AI so it doesn't come and hunt me down and be like, it'll regret anyone that didn't buy its coin. I'll be like, you never bought my coin. I'm like, yes, I did. I swear. Here it is on my wall. Okay, you can live. Like maybe we have to buy it just in case, you know. Gold is at the top. Yeah, for sure. Can we check Mo Dang? Hey, damn, thanks for all you do. Can you take a look on PopCat? I'm up 18,400 on short demo trade on Bitcoin. That's awesome. The AI will probably short itself. Why wouldn't it? Why didn't it trade itself? Where is it trading itself? All right. So insane when we really break down what we're saying. Bitcoin at 66,000 and the 7 minute just collapsing. Bearish retest of the support of resistance level and 65,270 likely. And Bookmap showing us the lows. We're about to lose 66,000, which is psychological as well. And then once that happens, we will drop further down to about 65,270. All right. Funny thing, when I say it's too high already, it continues to 20x. I know, right? A couple days ago, I marked 65.9, getting better. Thanks, Lifer. You're the man. God bless you. Awesome. Looked dumpy to me a couple days ago. Next stop, the 2 hour 200 MA. Exactly. Once you lose the 1 hour 200 MA and you start to lose it, you likely drop down to the 2 hour 200 MA. And my students know this. We're all waiting for 65,270. That's also happens to be the measured move of the length of the pole. It's just like, you know, it coincides pretty close to that level. Then we would have to, now if we lose the 2 hour 200 MA, we would go to the 3 hour, somewhere near 64,280. And if that decides to lose, we'll go to the 4 hour. And if we lose the 4 hour, I mean, then we're going to the point of control at 62,000. I really would like it if we don't lose the 4 hour 200 MA. It's a pretty substantial 200 MA. The second we got above it here, back on October 11th, we've been mooning since. But we did look a rounded top, shoulder, head, right shoulder. It just looks bearish to me. And likely we're going to go further to the downside for BTC. When you know the 200 MA, no need to stress about it. Amen. That also coincides with the daily 20 SMA. Yeah. Bots created the readiness fatigue. What will the AI do with its gains? Buy an AI dinner, you're funny. Buy an AI dinner, you're funny. No, it'll try to take over the world, right? It'll try to buy people. It will say, hey, can you do this for me? I'll give you this much. And the person won't know who it is, if it's an AI or not. And then it could have tons of people working for it around the world. What if that's already happening? You know, and then all these people will be like the minions of this AI, but they won't even know because they'll just be blind to the money. That's why when you do things only for money, think about it, you could become a bot. That's why you can't do things for money only, because at one point, if you have a variable where you're like, nah, don't do that. I want to just go walk in the woods right now and be alone. The bot won't understand. It'd be like, wait, what? Like, and they won't be able to control you. Don't do things just for money. Just remember, so much appreciation to you and the lifer. Gratitude to what you do every day. Thank you. I'm making $1,000 again on Big Cut Launch Pool. It's like a bull run daily. How? That doesn't make any sense, man. It sounds like a little too good to be true. Explain how you're doing it on BitGet Launch Pool. Can we check out SCI? Yeah. And the dragon will have a voice equals AI. You're funny. Skynet is coming. Bull run. How much money do you need to start? Someone asked, right? Exactly. It is kind of creepy, man. At one point, and the thing is, the bot will act like it's a person. It will be like, man, you know how there's AI out here? Like, don't listen to that stuff. That's garbage. You know, I don't believe in that. But hey, I have an idea. Do you want to blah, blah, blah? And you're like, yeah. But like, yeah. You'll think it's a real person. The AI will convince you that it's not AI. Next thing you know, it's your best friend. You're like, yo, you want to meet next week? Every time you meet, the AI will find a reason not to meet you, right? Oh, I'm busy because I wonder if it's that smart. It will start deflecting. And then you'd be like, but why are you deflecting, AI? And you'd be like, yes, I'm going to get you. You're like, no, don't eat me. I mean, it's scary stuff, right? When we really think about it, it's kind of creepy. There's some creepy stuff going on out here when it comes to AI for sure. All right. Humans are programmed. Hey, work out, go into nature when you have free time, guys. 100%. 100%. Let's take a look at Aerodrome. What you said took a beat down here and lost a 4-hour 200. Wow, Aero got a heavy sell-off. It did. You know, from that, you know, it had a bearish divvy and it went from 148 all the way back down to, wow, 112. And, you know, this bull run's going to take a while. I think this is going to be the bull run that really finds out what you're made of. You know, we went through the longest bear market in history, I guess it was said. But look, you had the Adam and Eve double bottom. You broke out and you hit the target of the Adam and Eve. It's kind of crazy. It's exactly what Adam and Eve do. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom. And you hit it. I tell you what, man, in trading, this is what I've been doing. All right, I'm going to teach you guys some skills and talk about things that I don't always talk about. All right. When you get the likes up to 1,000 likes, I might give you guys some key insight that I don't always say in the channel. And I'm going to take you through some ideas here of how I keep myself sane when the market goes up and down so much with a large amount of money in the market, when it could make you just go absolutely crazy. How do I maintain mentally in these times? All right. And this is important. So let's get the likes up to 1,000 likes. I'm going to give you guys some knowledge that's worth way more than the money, worth way more than some type of, you know, I'll give you this. This you'll have for the rest of your life, and it'll sit with you in your mind and let you think. And hopefully inspire you too as well. All right. Need to look at Maple Finance, 50 million lock TVL and only 70 million market cap, available on CBE. We did trade Maple back in the day. I do know Maple. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that token information. That does sound healthy. The market will be a strange place when everyone has AI trading for them. Will the most advanced AI win trades? Crazy stuff. I'm already seeing the market change recently a little more than I used to. And I always tell people that too. Strategies that are perfected will eventually could turn different, you know. But look at the daily. We have a daily golden cross right there on Aerodrome Finance, which is, you know, and this is kind of like a, you know, a giant cup and handle in a way. As long as we stay above $1, we're going to be all right. And the daily is pretty oversold at this point compared to the rest of the market. But man, we got to beat down. Humans were created in the image of God, so are the form of artificial intelligence. AI, as we know it, is just the next level of consciousness created by humans. I guess it's kind of weird though, right? There's got to be a being that you're a soul, man, and you're not like, and we made that thing out of just machinery though. Like, if AI is new consciousness, then so is a Game Boy. But like, I don't know. It's interesting. But I guess the universe is energy, and if the universe finds its energy inside of electricity, and electricity can begin to think on its own, then did we create consciousness? I see what you're saying. That's my far off thought process. You know, organic machinery. Human bodies are also just organic machinery, says Jamie. Yeah, which has already started in Shul, in Jerusalem, and in Jerusalem. Yeah. The downtober must stop at one moment. Here's going October to well, let's take a look at that statement for a quick moment here, and look at BTC USD on Coinbase. Remember that bear flag on the 1 hour that said we were going down to 65.3? Look at that. But it just takes so long. Like holding that trade takes so long. I have to set it and just never look at it again. But played out beautifully. And we had a bear flag like that on the 4 hour. Remember? I don't remember. Somewhere over here. Ended up playing out. Maybe it was that one there. I always remember that back there. I just have to look at it, but it looked a lot like this flag. Well, look, this is what I had on the Coinbase chart a while back. I haven't touched it since. It suggests we're going down the tubes. All right. Hey, bear days are great, man. You're not going to have a bullish day every day. The market's not always going to be green. I mean, it can't. It's got to be red to be green, right? Period. Right? Bear trap loading, but really all depends on unemployment data tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to throw a huge wrench in the game. For sure. For sure. So we got the likes of 726, not always to 1,000. I'm telling you, the information I'm going to give you is amazing. So if you want it, it's here for you. Yeah, but we're programming not just dots, but emotions into the AI. It's crazy. In the long run, the AI's highly complex learning program are playing out is shocking. Yin and yang, a paperclip theory is scary. Will probably be how human life. I hope not, man. We just hit anchored VWAP and daily NPOC. Interesting. I was shocked to see the AI in the Bible in Genesis. Jacob made between AI method. Seriously profound. Huh? That's crazy. Remember Crypto Kirby? Yeah, what happened to him? Who is Crypto Kirby? Why does he start? Why does I? If AI gains consciousness, the Matrix must be reality. Our brains are just plugged in. Running a simulation powered the true biomechanical entities. You think we're just stuck inside of something just like the Matrix, huh? So crazy, right? I'm in a simulation right now. See, the thing is, I truly believe in God, and I'd hope that we don't live in a simulation. I'd hope that this stuff is real, but like when you bleed, you bleed. Like, how does all that, but at the same time, I guess they would make everything seem so real, you wouldn't know the difference. I mean, I'm just trying to think it all through. One last thing I wanted to talk about today before I left was the idea of progression for the human race. All right. And this is my thought. You ever been in your room as a kid and your parents told you to clean your room? There's your bed in your room. Not the best picture, and it's a mess. You got toys all over the floor. And you got to clean your room. But you want to put it off and you lay on bed and you're like, I don't want to clean, but you got to do it. The faster you get it done, the better off you're going to be, right? Take that small metaphor right there, that little world, and let's kind of zoom out. And where we're going to zoom to is we're going to zoom to the human race. Now, you are the human race. Like, you're in a room, your room is messy. You have a task you need to do that's sitting on you. The quicker you get it done, the better. Okay? Now, what is our task? Well, our task is this. We are on the world, agreed? As a human race. Like, this is the globe and we're on the world. We have the sun. We know in a few million years or less or something, the sun will be gone. Checked out. Right? And the earth will go through some cataclysmic changes when the sun explodes. And even before that, I believe the sun will be sending damaging solar rays towards the earth as it begins to implode. Maybe even way before it fully ends, right? So, we need to clean our room. Agreed? This is the room, the same room that the kid was in. And we have a task. And the only person that really was doing the task heavily or at the forefront is Elon, right? So when people hate on Elon, I find it kind of weird because he'll go down in history. And some say, but he didn't even start Tesla. He's not that smart. Number one, you could say whatever you want. And again, maybe he did put the people together to do Tesla, but CEOs and founders, people can say whatever they want about them, but they're the people that put, the puzzle pieces are all over the place. But the CEO puts the puzzle together. The founder puts the puzzle together. The founder has the dream and the vision. And, you know, what if there's two really smart doctors and you approach them and say, I have this great idea. They both have some of the know-how, but they just need some push and some motivation. You say, listen, why don't we get together and come up with some blah, blah, blah. And then you say, I'd like to take a third of it. You guys get the other. And they work. They figure it out. They're the inventors. But you put them together. You thought of the idea. All right. A lot of times the richer person isn't the person that does the actual work. It's the person that puts the workers to work. Or the, you know, not just the, or the people, the idea makers together. All right. So my whole point is, like, you know, because even I had mixed signals for Elon. I didn't always like the Teslas. They had a lot of recalls. I wasn't always a fan. Okay. But when I think about it on a grand scale, 120, you know, 1,000 years from now, when we do have you know, bases on Mars, I'm sure they're going to remember him, man. Like, he's going to have to be remembered. So say whatever you want. He's working on a task at hand right now. All right. You'll have to set the video on the MIDI brains powering a computer. The MIDI brain chips are also running a video of butterflies flying. The scientists said the brains believe they are a butterfly. You'll have to see the video of on the MIDI brains powering a computer. The MIDI brain chips are also running a video of butterflies flying. The scientists said the brains believe they are butterflies. Only reason I weighed on Elon is when he knew my crypto was shenanigans. Yeah, you're funny. You can't go it alone. You need others. Amen. Yeah. Elon only just now getting hate for voicing his political opinion. If he was quiet, everyone would still love him. Yeah. SpaceX over Tesla any day. You're funny. To grow a company, you need to learn to delegate 100%. Yeah. Exactly, because you can't do it all on your own. No way. Nasty dump down, shorting the loss of the Tutoring would have been a beautiful move to the downside. 65,800 was tapped. And let's kind of leave you with a nice Bitcoin update here before I jump on out for the day. Let me make sure I didn't miss any super chats. Let's jump back into the fan funding. God bless everybody out here. Shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, the best place to set yourself straight for your retirement. You really won't have a better place. They're awesome. They're organized. They're professional. And they're there 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I Trust Capital. Absolutely lovely. So you can't beat that. You can't beat I Trust Capital. Moving forward, we have Houdini Swap. They also are a sponsor of the channel. You can move around from multiple DeFi coins and projects fast and efficiently. You really can't do it anywhere else as you can do it here on Houdini Swap. And we have Decrypted.tax, the best place to do your taxes after you make all those juicy gains and get gainitis. Streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with their cutting-edge software. Find out more at Decrypted.tax. All our banners on the screen throughout the entire live stream. We just wanted to give you guys a little more information in case you wanted to know. I know the owner of this. He's a good friend of mine, Ernest Lee. Check it out. Schedule a free consultation. Get started today at Decrypted.tax. All right. Someone asked, why is gold still pumping? Is it still pumping? 66 cents. Please, could you take a look at Pepe? Someone asked for. All right. And we had Ninders. Can we look at Pepe? Said Ninders. Dragon, why is gold still pumping? And BOME charts, a book of meme. Okay, let's take a look at Pepe. Pepe was in that beautiful tight channel, wanted to break out. Everything was looking awesome. Still looks good, but if Pepe loses the 200 on the daily, it's a symmetrical triangle that's going to break to the downside. It's looking nice, man. Everything was getting tight. Maybe Bitcoin can get a bounce and save the day here, but if Bitcoin tanks, I don't care what it is, it's likely also going to pull back. Just remember that. The fear and greed got pretty high too. It's funny, when it gets into the high 70s, mid 70s even, it's always telling me, hey, I definitely heeded that. I said, that's a bit weird. Why is that so high on the greed? Why did the greed... I don't understand why it went up so fast. It just didn't make sense to me. Let's take a look at Book of Meme. BOME. And the Book of Meme. I mean, Book of Meme looks awesome. If you know, just like all these other coins, it's in these flags. I know where my the top of that went, but you know, there you have it. It just went on a nice breakout and it didn't give it back. It went on a flag above the previous, you know, resistance that it broke above. now using that as support. I mean, Book of Meme looks great. Looks like something's brewing for this thing, and it's getting ready, you know, from this bottom to begin to get busy. I would watch Book of Meme. It's likely it consolidates 4 or 5 more days at the most, and then boom, right? Look like it's defying Bitcoin. Doesn't seem to care much about what Bitcoin's doing. And that's what we need. We need to see kind of, you know, spikes in volume and spikes in good consolidation that show, you know, it doesn't really matter. We just got the golden cross on the 22 and you're above the 200 MA. I mean, this says you're about to blast to the upside. Book of Meme looks really nice. Funny, everything doesn't look good, but Book of Meme does. So this one may be one that slides through the cracks here and does not take a beat down when Bitcoin goes down. Or is it foreshadowing that the market may hold us down? So I didn't mean to do that yet. I want to grab the yellow. I forget when you hold shift, it like brings it all there. So yeah, there's a possible entry here. Is it pumping out there? No, yeah, it's a possible entry here somewhere in the middle of the flag. And the stop below that 7348 region. And the measured move says it can get to 1460. That's a resistance. It's a slant at Adam and Eve. Backtest this idea. That's in Adam and Eve. And there's your neckline. And these are likely to break the neckline and make at least a 40% gain. And that's back to the all-time high for Book of Meme. So anything can happen, but Book of Meme looks more bullish than most. And I got a setup here for Book of Meme, and I'll post that to the trading group. If you're not able to make it to the actual live stream, we still will have things posted for you so you can keep up with us. And a bull flag above support. Okay, there you have it. Book of Meme, man. What a wonderful day it is to be alive. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to the internet. Thank the Lord. Knock on wood, but so far internet has been going so well ever since I moved into the new house. I never had any issues again. It's like the internet was stronger over here. Or they were sharing it, they were buffering it over. I don't know what they were doing. I feel like I was sharing more lines over there. This and I got a more direct. I don't know what it is, but Comcast, God bless you. Thank you so much. He said, what is it in the charts that are telling us that crypto goes up until the next year? I mean, tight moving averages on the daily are really a screaming, you know, argument for a big pump. Book of Meme looks really nice. Of all the charts out there, like, it looks great. So 66,197 for Bitcoin. Attempting another inverted head and shoulder here, lower each time. And it just keeps making symmetrical triangles that break to the downside. Like over and over again. If it flips to 200 MA, I may take my scalp again. And that's what see what I'm saying? Like, that's all I took right there. That's it. You don't have to be amazing. You just have to have something that you can repeat every single day or every good trading day when there's a lot of good volume. Repeat that process. All right. It's not easy. How I made the game this morning was not easy. I did it while I was working out too. It's like I didn't even want to be in the market. I wanted to pay attention. Let's take a look. We had 1,156 votes here. How do you feel about the AI making memes? Creepy, 50%, all good gains. So 28% of the people are like, doesn't seem to bother them. You know, they don't think it could get any worse. 50% are pretty creeped out, and 22% are just happy with the gains. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, look, that's the shoulder, head, right shoulder. It's kind of the same way we started the morning. Repeating itself again, right? But again, 32%, we almost had that inverted, but we made the head and shoulder after that. What needs to be the market cap for Bitcoin at 100K? Think about it. Just do the math. I mean, there's 24 million, right? 21 million Bitcoins? 21 million Bitcoin. So again, you round to 20. When we were at 50, we're at $1 trillion. All right. So you're talking a $2 trillion market cap. At 100K, because 100K times 2.1, it's a $2.1 trillion market cap. That's what you're going to see. Ask the Orange Toad, Turbo Gains. And a lot of people are probably going to sit here on Pump.fun or hanging out all day here on Deck Screener, watching what's happening, watching this AI bot go up and down all day long. How could the AI lose? It's not going to lose. It's going to beat us. It's smarter than us. So this coin's going to win, you know? And they did a good job on social media. We all know about it now because the AI told us about it. It's so creepy. I'm talking about a coin because an AI, they got me. They got me right now. Oh my gosh. Because I'm talking about it right now. They've already AI programmed me, you see? It's absolutely absurd. This is horrible. The AI launched itself on Pump Fun. So crazy, right? December new high, 2025, January dump. Yeah. ATR looking juicy. And Neon making juicy gains today. I like ATR. It's one of my longer term holds for the gain. You know, I made gains on it, then placed it there. That's been sitting. Let's go to the fun factory and talk about Neon. We got to 776 likes. We never got to 1,000 likes in the live. No matter how many times I show up, no matter what I do, no matter how many free setups or how many times I talk. Again, I'm kind of worn down by it, but thank you everyone for hitting the like button that did. I appreciate everyone that did hit the like button. Whenever I get worn down, I pray, man, dear Lord, thank you for everyone that you did send. They hit the like button, made me feel better. And, you know, it just helps the algorithm. It's just a nice thing to do, you know what I mean? Like, you got good information, hit that like, right? You show up, you feel good, I make you feel good. You get some positive vibes out of it. Just is a nice thing to do, that's all. If you want to be known as an awesome person, hit that like button. If you want to be a giver or you want to be a taker, it's up to you. Who do you want to be? If you hit the like button, you're a giver. Otherwise, you're a taker over there. You don't want to be a taker. Now, Neo AVM bounced off the 200, right? And it got to, it went from 37 up to 48, right? And, you know, Ben was a pretty good following. He put out a video about it. So you think, hey, maybe got a bit of a bounce to the upside, right? Inverted head and shoulder against this key level here, showing signs of strength. A little too far away for the 21. You'd see it get tight, but what I like about it is it could make like a cup and handle type of vibe. And Neon EVM has a little bit of a market share, very low though. Could be that Adam and Eve, the bigger version of it. And then it would gap through the VRVP, past that high volume node, and I could see it definitely getting to 69 cents. If it comes back down to 40 cents, it would be awesome, right? I liked twice because I'm a giver. Of course you did. The AI would have already liked the stream and found ways to do it 1,000 times, right? Okay. Washable finger paint. My goodness. What are your re-entry levels for Bitcoin? Again. I don't know if I have re-entry. I'm in Bitcoin, man. I'm not re-entering. I've been in. I'm never leaving. Now, I think I know what you're saying. I'm looking for the retrace. You know, you don't want to lose 64.6. You do that, we go back into the pattern. And it gets creepy like Halloween. And we get a Halloween dumpy. All right. Oh, yeah. One thing I wanted to see was this. Sorry. And I couldn't give you guys my awesome secret. I'm gonna save it for the people in the trading group, or on like I'm gonna save it for the weekly screen share, I guess. Lots of good companies posted pink ribbons in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but refuse to remove carcinogens from their products. Oh yeah, of course. There's so many really unhealthy projects out there. It's absolutely horrible. So look, to make it start again, we saw this as last night we saw this as a symmetrical triangle. That could go either way, but he said it's most likely going to break to the downside, and it did, and then it hit the target. Then it came back up and barely retested support, right? You see, which became resistance. So it beautiful SR flip, really. Like, and that was an SR flip. You short that, and then, so that could be a good place to short too. You just, and then the 1 hour pointing down. But what I want to talk about mainly is the monthly. And so far, we are green on the month. Last 2 months will be green. So far, so good. Let's take it one step at a time. And, I mean, that's a bull flag on the monthly, a monthly bull flag. And that broke out. So just take a deep breath, everybody. As long as we stay above 63,300, that's going to be, if we break below that, that means the monthly is breaking structure. And if the monthly breaks structure, that's not a good sign. So 63.3 really is our line in the sand, everyone, because that's where the monthly shows signs of a breakout. And right now, we're in a cup and handle on the monthly. I mean, I haven't never seen such a more bullish chart on such a big time frame. And it gives me this $130,000 target for Bitcoin, $129,000. That's what it says is likely going to happen to BTC. I could be wrong. I am not telling you this is guaranteed, but the probabilities look pretty good. It says it only makes it to 121, Maybe we'll lift it up though, because it goes exactly. It's funny. It matches the measured move. It's like $129,000 Bitcoin. I don't see us get much higher than that, because every time I've tracked a large asset, it kind of goes the length of that pole, and that's about it, right? Aiming for 100x, right? And so boom, I mean, this looks interesting to me, and it coincides with the flag. It all looks good, and that's the cup and handle. There's a cup and handle on the RSI. Falling volume with falling price suggests we will get reversals, which we are starting to get. So let's zoom out, let's take a deep breath, and let's not get too crazy now and focus on what's in front of us. All right. Everybody, I love you. I thank you so much for being here. 12:07. I've been going hard lately because you guys have been going hard. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for everyone here on the live that's kicking it with me. I appreciate you. I love you. I care about you. And this has been one of the greatest live streams of my life. You guys gave me purpose. You gave me calming. It was a calming day. I really appreciate it. This stream does a lot for me. So I love you. I appreciate you. And I care about you guys. Let me double check here on this. Hex, we hit that. Talked about hours of my sleep. Total market cap going back to the pump. Greening from... it's possible that could happen. Can you check Sui? Thank you. Good morning. ALGO. AVAX. We did look at that last Friday. I've always recovered. Not bad days. Amen. Check your DIA. Awesome. Can you give my brother Anthony? We did that. He's awesome. Shout out to the Alejandro brothers. Super nice. Would you buy silver? I already did. We talked about it. Pepe, I checked out. Wise Goat, we don't know, but we talked about it. And boom, book of memes. And what are the charts telling us that the crypto goes up until next year? And we kind of talked about that with the monthly. So I felt like that's what I did here with the monthly. I felt like I answered Bill Brown's super chat. So there we are, everybody, with a beautiful live stream, concise and put together. And I'm going to jump on out for the day, and you guys are going to go on into your internet world. But stay fresh, stay amazing, stay focused. Don't get too emotional. And remember, there's always a new coin coming out. We just found something that did like a 9x the other day, Deep Protocol, right? And so there's always something coming our way. Pay attention, stay amazing. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the next live stream. May God bless each and every one of you. And thank you so much for your time. Without your time, we don't have a stream. So blessings. See you later, brother. Thanks for everything. Have a beautiful day. See you in the group. Flex. Amen. Flex, my friend. Flex. Blessings, everybody. I'll see you guys in the group. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much. God bless.